Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Elizabeth Elaborates. Now, if you're watching this video, check this out. I'm red, I'm yellow, I'm purple. Originally I was going to go with purple, but then I realized that there actually is a white setting, so it's just going to look like this. I'm pretty much ready for bed, to be honest. Should I stand up and show you this? I don't know. This is my mom's giant t-shirt PJ dress from Arizona. She went, she must have been my age when she got this. So we're talking 30 plus years ago. I don't know. Some people call them muumuus. I just always call them nightgowns, but it's just like a giant t-shirt essentially. I don't really like nightgowns because you go to bed like covered with the most amount of fabric possible, like more fabric than if I was in a t-shirt and shorts, and then you wake up and you just have like a necklace on. It's just like it's off of my arms, it's off of my head, I'm just suffocating, like it's just gone. So I don't like nightgowns. It makes me feel like I'm sleeping in nothing, and I'm not about that life because what if the zombies come get me? What if I sleepwalk? I don't want to be caught naked. Anyway, that being said, welcome to the podcast, I guess. It's been a while. I'm about to graduate college. There's so much happening. I had a little bit of a breakdown about it a couple days ago. Last Wednesday. So today's Monday. And I gotta talk through that. And made it through. I'm fine about being sad. Like I have no shame in crying, no shame in being sentimental. I like to feel the emotion when I can, because usually I feel like I don't stop and smell the roses and I don't have that many emotions. I just boom, 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 just like move through life because I'm always 5 steps ahead in my mind. Like when it actually happens to me, I've already spent so much time planning out this moment that it doesn't hit me at all. So graduating is a little bit different because maybe for the first time in a long time, I don't have a super set in stone plan. I don't know what my summer's going to look like. I don't know what my job is going to look like. I don't know what that timeline is. And I don't know if you can hear my brother playing guitar in the background, but it's giving me such a good vibe right now. I kind of hope you can hear it. It makes it a little more ambiance. But anyway, so I'm just trying to soak it all in, take things one day at a time, do my assignments, and work on my goals. I'm trying to really focus back on my New Year's resolutions, make sure I'm putting in effort and trying to become the person I want to be. I've been on like a discipline kick, so I don't even know. I'm just trying to be more disciplined. Like I used to be so fit. I used to work so much more hours. I used to do so many more classes. Like this is the thing. I take one little chill semester and I just don't like it. Like I think I prefer having a tightly packed schedule and just having to like get stuff done, But then my mental health suffers. That's what happened last year. I was just doing way too much. So I'm trying to find a good balance, find a healthy balance. I think I am finding it. I'm working out because it makes me feel good, but also because I have goals, but I enjoy it. Even today I was like, I have to write this, or like I have to do this assigned reading. I have to do that before I can go to the gym and go for a run. Like I was literally using a run as a reward for me doing my homework. And I was like, that is such a new experience. So I ran 3 miles. I haven't run 3 miles in probably over a year. So that was pretty exciting and it felt good. I was soaking wet, like sweat is dripping off of me. And it took me, I ran 3 12-minute miles essentially. So am I a great runner? No, but I'm way better than I used to be even like a few months ago. So I'm seeing the effort pay off. And it's great. People are like staring at me in the gym because of how red and gross I look. Like, even during COVID, I lost like 30 pounds during COVID. So that is why I know how to like lose weight. I know what to do. So when I used to run in the park, and I've just turned bright red, like tomato red. It's awful. And I'm like looking at myself in the gym mirrors, and I'm like, man, I look crazy. I'm like wiping my sweat off every other second. My earbuds are barely staying in because there's sweat in my ears and my eyes and my mouth. Like, it's bad. Like, I don't know. Anyway, I do look good though. Somebody asked me in class today, he was like, "You work out?" And I was like, "I do work out. Thank you." Because I haven't been on the gym grind lately. But I've been putting in the work lately. And he was like, "Yeah, I can tell, blah, blah, blah." And then I was like, "I used to bench 105 when I was like super fit." And he's like, "How much do you think I bench?" And I was like, "I don't know, you got a sweatshirt on." So then he like takes off his hoodie, or like his sweatshirt says arms out, and I'm like, "Really? You're just gonna sit here and flex during class?" And I was like, "I think you bench like 2 something." He was like, 230. I was like, "Okay, 230." But that was kind of funny. So even something like that's a little reward. Um and I was like, I had a hoodie on too. I had a hoodie and shorts on. And I was like, "Okay, I guess you can still tell I work out." Like, I'm really happy with that, cuz my sister is so jacked right now that everybody keeps telling her that she like looks insane, and she is like, for being a tiny person, she's jacked. So I finally got my little share of that. And then also, it was funny to be talking to that guy in class today, because in the same class last week I was talking to a different guy, because we had like a bonfire, and we had made pottery because it's an anthropology class. So we were doing this like trying to be historically accurate to how like whatever indigenous people made pottery like. And we like made this big pit fire, and just like had a bonfire. It was just like open door, like you could just come and go whenever you wanted. So we had our normal class period at the fire, and I was talking to this guy. We were just hanging out, having a good time. We were in the same group. It was me, this guy, what's his name, Victor? Yeah, his name's Victor, and then 2 other guys. We are just like cutting it up, having a blast. Like, everyone is so funny. And then, like, I'd never spoken to anyone in this class before, but I guess it's just the nature of like sitting around a fire with people and like being outside, that everybody just starts like having a good time. So we're like screwing through this assignment that's like drawing chalk stuff on the parking lot, because we're supposed to pretend we're doing like an archaeological dig. Okay, it was pointless. And she just roasted us in class today because we did a bad job. And I was like, well, we did a bad job because I was literally trying to get all of these guys to do anything, and they wouldn't. So I was like, screw it, I'm gonna just cut corners and get it done, because that's my personality. So we cut corners, but it's okay because it got done. But anyway, talking to this guy the whole time, having a great time. I think we're flirting a lot, but maybe we're not. I don't know. And then he was like, "You got Instagram?" And I was like, "No, I don't, because I don't have any social media." And he was like, "You seem like that type of girl, not gonna lie." And I was like, "Yeah, I do. So I don't know." And I was about to be like, "I don't have Instagram, but you can have my number." But I didn't, because I didn't know. Am I stupid? I didn't know if it was like friendly get my Instagram, or like, yeah, like get my Instagram like in a flirty way. I don't know. But he was shorter than me, so that kind of threw me off a little bit. I'm fine with a shorter guy. But I don't know. So anyway, I was like, "Yeah, I don't have Instagram." And then people were going to come back later to the fire and just like have s'mores and hang out. So he was like, "All right, maybe I'll see you later then." I was like, "Okay, I'm just going to sit here and read, and then I'll go get food, and I don't know if I'll be back, whatever." So the whole rest of the day, I'm thinking like, do I go back to the fire? Like, is he going to be there, or am I going to get his number, or what are we doing? So, because I don't even know his last name. I don't have his Instagram. I can't find him. So the whole rest of the day I'm thinking about this and just like replaying our entire conversation, everything that has happened. And I was like, at first I thought like I wasn't going to go back. And then after like 30 minutes before the fire was over, I was like, I'm going to go back. And I show up and he's like, look who showed up. And he's there with one person. Like, he brought his friend. So I was like, did they show up for me? Did he show up hoping that I was going to show up? Because I don't know who was working on who. I thought originally I was like, oh, he wants my Instagram. Like, I'm flirting with him. He likes me. And then I was like, no, I'm literally driving back to class to go see him again. So he was working on me. I don't know. Anyway, nothing happened. We talked for like 30 more minutes. This random man, this like 60-year-old man in the pottery studio gave me a tour. And I came back and Victor's like, I thought you were going to get kidnapped. Like, what was that? And then he ended up having a podcast. So then we just started like bantering back and forth about podcasts. And I was like, I'm not telling you what my podcast called. I'm not telling you my YouTube channel. He told me his, which I'm not going to say. And I can't find it either. And he's like, I have followers. I have whatever. Like, you think I'm lying. Like, I don't think you're lying, but I can't find you. So I was like, you guys are not going to know my podcast till the day you die. You're going to think about it for the rest of your life. And anyway, here I am a week later showing up to class, still thinking about him, wondering if he's going to be there or if we're going to talk again or if we're just never going to see each other again. And he wasn't there. But anyway, other gym boy was there, so that was kind of fun. But anyway, why does everyone feel like they need to have a podcast? Like, I know I'm part of the problem, but at least I'm not like advertising it and just like, I'm kind of content with no one listening to it, you know? like people clip things in little parts of their videos and they try to go viral and they like try to have fame. And like, I'm not really striving for that, you know? And I, in my mind, I'm like, yes, I could be like a good podcaster if I tried, or I have good stories or whatever, but I'm just not in the flow of getting it done. Even tonight, I'm like, I really have to write an essay, but I'm not going to let myself write the essay first, because if I do that, then I won't do a podcast after. But if I do the podcast first, I know I will still have the determination to write the essay after. So that's why I'm here now. But yeah, my little pottery that I made survived the fire. I was so happy. And that guy just like stole all of my work, which is fine. I don't really care. I'll get an A, you get an A too. Why not? You know? Just go with the flow. So anyway, I was like trying not to let the professor see that. But I don't know if she saw. But everybody knows I carry in that class because I'm like the only one that talks. I answer all the questions, and I built the freaking fire. Like everything is on my shoulders. Okay, not really, but yes, really. I'm just trying to be humble, you know. But I don't know what else happened this week though. Oh, then I told my friends about this guy, and because then I wanted to see his Instagram, because if I had my Instagram now, I have a very good profile. I feel like I have good photos, I think. I don't know. More recently, I definitely do. The older ones are not good, but more recently I was trying. So, I mean, they're still like a year old, but whatever. So I'm like telling my friends, I'm like, please find this guy. So we're trying so hard to stalk him, and like just going off his first name, we're going through my school, through the clubs, through the frats, and then through like Blackboard, and then we found his last name on Blackboard, and then we found his account, but then he's private, and I was like, oh my gosh. So I don't even know. But little Puerto Rican short king, respectfully, he's very attractive. Great smile. Perfect smile. I gotta say, he's probably 5. I'm 5'8". He's probably 5'6". So not too bad, but not ideal. Anyway, I really gotta get off this topic of like short people, because I feel like I'm just being insulting instead of being nice at all or funny. I don't know. I mean, I obviously wanted to show up again. I wanted him to be there, and he wasn't. So now I'm just calling him short, I think, as a coping mechanism. Anyway, let's go back to the discipline thing that I talked about, because really that's my theme of this week. Okay, my map just fell off my wall. Or not my map. My bug photo fell off the wall. I really want to lay down too, but you can't see me if I lay down. Anyway, I used to work at a summer camp, and I worked the early shift. I did breakfast, so I had to be in the kitchen, lights on at 6 a.m. So I would wake up around like 5:30 every day, if not a little bit earlier, get down there and work my whole shift, hang out with people for the rest of the day. My friend would work the dinner shift. She would get off at, I want to say, 8 or something. Or let me think. So dinner was 6. Yeah, it was either like 8 or 10. And then there was a warehouse like half a mile up the street from the summer camp and like from our little cabin that we stayed at. So it would be like 11 p.m. Me and my friend Ada would either just like walk up there or run or jog. It's like a half mile into the maintenance warehouse. So just full of machines. And then like there were some guys in there just like working and stuff. But right in the corner of it, in front of like one of the big garage doors, they just had this like little workout set up. And it was just a small gym, like a little bit better than a home gym, but maybe that's just like my home gym. So it had what you needed, dumbbells, a pull-up bar, some yoga balls, a bench, and mirrors, a mat. So we got enough, and we would just work out till like midnight like 12:30, come back, shower, go to bed at like 12:31, and then you're in a cabin with like 10 other people, so you're trying to be respectful of all their jobs and their schedules, because ultimately it is just a job. So people got to go to their shift in the morning, so I'm not trying to be disrespectful of their time, but then I gotta sleep at like 1, gotta be up at like 5 again, and it was just this cycle that I was like, I have never worked so hard in my life. Like, genuinely, I work hard at everything I do, but that was the most like just morning to night, just like full on every single day. And then eventually I did crash like 2 weeks before the summer camp ended. I remember I was mopping the kitchen, and I just felt like so bad about my body, and I just felt so bad about like eating, because working in a kitchen, I eat very healthy, and then working in a summer camp kitchen was kind of hard for me to like not eat very good food, so I just kind of would not eat so much. And anyway, I remember like mopping the floor, and I was just like crying, and I like, because I really wanted to make myself throw up, because I ate like 2 donuts in the morning. And I just felt like so bad about that. So I was just like so exhausted from just like day in, day out, like over and over and over. We would hang out till midnight, 1 a.m. like all the time. So I was not sleeping good, just like way overworked. And yeah, that was like a very low point for me. And that's really when I started to crash. So I was like, I texted my mom. I was like, Mom, I want to make myself throw up. Like, this is not good. And she was like, just go to the gym, just work out, get it out, which I thought was terrible advice. Truly. I was like, that's all you have to say is like, not just, like, don't validate me, but like, that is not the solution. Every time I'm like, Mom, am I fat? She's like, you could go to the gym. And I'm like, tell me no. Like, maybe I just want cheap advice, but anyway, so that caused me to just like keep working out. And I really did get super fit that summer. Like, I could run, I could do pull-ups, I could do mad push-ups, do incline push-ups. So it was good, but I missed the discipline that I had after the end of the day, when like I had woken up early, I had worked, I had my whole afternoon and did like everything I needed to do, waited for my friend, and then I still like went and just pushed it after. Like, I missed I miss just like having that discipline. And I know it was unhealthy, so I think that's why I like want to bring up the crash at the end of that, because it's not sustainable. But there's this Noah Khan song that I forget what song it is in, but it's like, if my engine works perfect on empty, I guess I'll drive. And I don't think he means that to be the most like motivational thing. I think it's kind of like ironically sad. But that's kind of how I saw it. Like, if I'm on zero right now, if I'm empty, I got nothing left to give, and I can still push a workout out, I can still keep going, I can still like show up and do more, I guess I'll do it, you know? So I kind of took that as like okay, I got this. I can do this. And even like the next semester after that, I was like crazy busy with school. So this last semester, it's been like really for the first time my foot is off the gas. And I actually have something left in the tank, you know? Like, I actually am not dying. I feel like mentally I'm doing okay. Physically I'm doing well. Like, my back isn't killing me. My toe isn't broken anymore. I'm not depressed like I was. I'm not anxious like I was. I'm sleeping better. Like, everything was messed up before. My diet, and then I was hungry and I couldn't sleep, and then I was stressed and I couldn't sleep, and then I just couldn't sleep because then I just freaking developed like insomnia, and then everything was bad. So for the first time, I feel like things are kind of like getting back into place, and I'm trying to learn how to integrate discipline into that in a healthy way, because I feel like I don't understand how to be disciplined in a sustainable way that's actually positive and not just the only way out. Because there's discipline when like there is no other option but to persist. There is no other way out but through. You know, everybody's heard that before. But it's true. Like, there's discipline that just is necessity. You just have to get it done. You have to push. You have to stay up. You have to, like, I don't know, fill in the blank in whatever you're trying to do. And then there's discipline that's like, I have wiggle room, and I'm carefully choosing how to spend my time. I'm carefully choosing my goals. I'm choosing what I want to improve on, or like, you know, do I want to try something new? So I'm trying to learn like that healthy side of discipline right now. And it's tough because even as soon as I get like one class canceled, I want to text my boss, hey, I can work. But then I know working kind of like tires me out right away. So I've been trying to readopt the engine. If my engine works perfect on empty, I'll just drive. Because like if I just wake up in the morning and I gotta work, I clean houses, it's exhausting. I feel like I walk 5 miles a day and like 10,000 flights of stairs and do 80 squats. Like, that's why I have a nice butt, honestly, is because I spend half of my working hours squatting, cleaning stuff. So if all it takes for me is just put another pair of shoes in the front seat of my car, and I put my running shoes there, put my gym shoes there, when I'm driving home, that is gonna cause me like 90% of the time. That's just all the motivation I need to stop at the gym on the way home. Because otherwise I'm gonna pass the gym, and then I've already gotten home and I don't want to drive back. If I've already been over that way, I'd just rather stay home. I don't want to waste the gas. I don't want to waste the time. I'm just going to do some push-ups on the living room floor. Like, you have to prepare yourself for the moment of decision for the discipline. Or like, I don't know what the difference is between like endurance and like persistence and discipline. I guess, like, I don't know if discipline is learned or if discipline is just like an action that you take, and every single moment of discipline is like a new moment, but it's the same thing. I don't know if I can explain this well. Like, I don't know if discipline necessarily gets easier with practice, because even endurance, I think endurance does, right? 2 weeks ago, I can run 1 mile, but as I practice, I guess as I exercise my discipline, my endurance improves, and then I only need to like use my endurance after 2 miles or 3 miles or 4 miles. But I don't know if discipline ever gets easier. Like, I think discipline is just a thing that occurs, and you have to choose that decision every single time. I don't know, maybe it does get easier, or maybe you get used to, like, embracing the suck. Embrace the suck is like a big marathon motivational quote. Like, I don't know, I hear that a lot, but I feel like that's all that discipline is just choosing to embrace the suck, but then doing that with like goals in mind. Because I think there's like stagnant. You can be stagnant and just be like, yeah, this sucks, this is life, and you're not really choosing to like push through that. Which I've definitely done that before. I've been there, but I wanna choose discipline in a way that it pushes me towards a better outcome. I'm goal oriented, which is very helpful. I am, like, if there's one thing that gets me motivated, it is putting something on a to-do list, or making a goal. That's why I like my New Year's resolutions, and that's why I'm still working on them in May, because half of them are like almost complete and the other half are in progress, I believe. I'm trying. But yeah, I get too goal oriented though. That's why I don't enjoy the process. Like, literally, the first thing I said when I sat down, I was like, I'm 5 steps ahead, so I don't even enjoy where I'm at right now. That's just because I'm so goal oriented that like everything has been pre-planned, already in place. I've already got the vision. I already know what's coming next. That like tomorrow is already over in my mind. I can tell you exactly what I'm doing tomorrow from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. and it's done and gone, and it's on my to-do list. Like, I don't know. Is that a bad thing? Is it something I need to change? Is it something I need to harness? Is it a superpower that I just haven't figured out yet? I don't know. So I'm trying to focus on positive things. Like, I'm having a graduation party. I have my little graduation ceremony where I get my... Oh my gosh, that thing just fell off the wall. For real. I don't think you can see it on camera, but the first three corners fell off, and now the last corner fell off, so that kind of scared me. Anyway, I'm going to have a graduation party, so I'm planning that, getting excited about that, and then my actual graduation ceremony, and then my Latin honors ceremony. So I'm trying to like be excited about all this stuff, and maybe not try to work every day this month, and just actually live and enjoy and go on trips and stuff. So we'll see what happens, but I'm really liking where I'm at right now in terms of being content with the present, but also like making positive movement towards goals, like healthy discipline. That is the theme of May 2025. I actually love that. Healthy discipline is what I'm learning, and I'm getting much better at it, and I am reaping the benefits of it. So it feels good. Like, I don't think discipline should make you feel worse at the end of it. Like, discipline is not punishment. So yeah, that actually kind of slapped. Discipline is not punishment. Like, I can't just wake up and be like, I hate my body. Let me go to the gym and like punish myself for that. Discipline is like optimism in a way. Like, there is something you can do about it. You just have to choose to do the right thing. And I have this quote on my wall. If you're sick of starting over, stop quitting. And it's so simple, and it's from like some stupid video online, but honestly, it's so true. And I am sick of quitting a few things, but I also don't like, I'm sick of identifying as a quitter, You know, like, you can just take a hiatus from something. You don't have to run every single freaking day to call yourself a runner. You don't have to go to the gym every single day. You can skip a week. You can skip a month. You can skip 3 months if something happens. And you can go back and it's fine. It's literally fine. There's no contingencies that make you a gym rat or a runner or whatever. It's like, yeah, if you obviously don't freaking run a day in your life, that's fine. You're not a runner. But I'm sick of just being like, oh, I'm a couch potato. I just swing to the other side of the pendulum. Like, I just go to extremes. And I'm trying to just be like, no, everything in moderation is so much better than just trying to, like, punish yourself with trying to, like, hating. You can't hate yourself into someone you love. And I'm trying to turn that mindset, like, stop hating myself into something good. Like, that's never going to happen. I have to choose to have healthy discipline. And I'm not even, like, super focused on, like, self-improvement. I feel like I keep kind of coming back to that in this episode, but really, I am quite content with myself. There's definitely, like, things I need to change, but ultimately I just function best on, like, a task-based level, you know. And I want to be the person that works out. I want to be healthy. I want to be smart. I want to read. Like, I like having my goals and doing those things because I want to be a dynamic person. I want to have a dynamic personality, be interesting, be able to talk to everybody I meet about something new. And I'm trying to find the healthiest way possible to be that healthy, best person. And not to change myself. Like, I'm not trying to self-improve. You know, I'm just trying to enjoy life. Do cool things because they're cool. And do fun things because they're enjoyable. And they enrich life and make you a fun person. Anyway, my throat kind of hurts, low-key. I gotta go to bed. I gotta get in bed. But I can't go to bed because I gotta write that essay. So, anyway, I hope you guys have a good one. If you're in school and it's wrapping up, congrats. It's a big accomplishment, something to be proud of. Let yourself feel that before you start feeling all the pressure of getting a job and, you know, going down the pipeline. So, be proud of yourself. I'm trying to do that. And, yeah, I'll see you in the next one. See ya. Why do I always put up a peace sign? That's so stupid.